The following example is an excerpt from the original pianoforte piece and contains two musical elements: the melody and arpeggiated harmony. For the piano, these two elements are sufficient to convey the musical expression. However, the same approach cannot be used directly in orchestration. Let's orchestrate this excerpt just for the strings section. The melodic line will be performed by the first violins. Now we need to adapt the left-hand passage of the piano for the strings. To do this, we should first identify the main problems and then solve them. When orchestrating this excerpt, three main considerations should be taken into account. First, in the piano version, the left-hand harmony is written as a widely spaced, zigzagged, arpeggiated pattern. While this could technically be played by the cellos, such a solution may become impractical in different arpeggio patterns. Therefore, for the orchestral version, it is better to simplify the harmony and write more practical arpeggiated figures while preserving the original harmonic content. In this example, the figure is transformed into another stretched pattern that will be performed by the violas. Of course, many different arpeggio patterns could be created while still preserving the original idea. The second important point is to create the illusion of the pianoforte pedal on the note G. To achieve this effect, the notes G and D are added to the cello part, while the contrabasses play pizzicato. This produces a soft, slightly boomy effect on the first beat. A single G in the bass line is enough. Adding more notes would create too much activity in the bass line and would move the texture away from the character of the original piano version. In this way, the pedal effect is successfully recreated in the orchestral texture. Third important issue is the white space between the melody and the harmony. In piano performance, this spacing works well, but in orchestral writing, it often sounds too empty. If the distance between the melody and the harmony is an octave or more, the gap should be filled with suitable orchestral figures. This may include sustained tones, arpeggiated patterns, or broken figures that help connect the melodic device with the harmonic texture. In this example, a spread method is used to fill the space between the melody and the harmony. The passage is marked divisi, however, the B-flat and G are quite easily playable as double stops, so the players could also perform them as non-divisi. With this, our first orchestration is complete. Now, let's create another version. The melody will again remain in the first violins. This time, however, the violas will perform a slightly different stretched figure. While the lower harmony will continue to use the spread method, similar to the previous example. Once again, we must fill the empty space between the melody and the harmony. In idea A, this is achieved by adding sustained D and G notes in the second violins. In idea B, the space is filled by another stretched figure played by the second violins. In this way, we have created two different orchestrations of the same musical excerpt. In the next lesson, we will continue with versions C and D.